This is the new Corvette C7R slot car by ScaleAuto, and if you're under 14 years of age, you may as well stop watching the video now. You see, this is not a car for children. It costs over £60 UK, and according to ScaleAuto, is not a toy. ScaleAuto have made this car for serious racers, and if you don't like the pre-made race version, you can order the white GT3 and build it yourself from scratch. This model is the pre-built race version and includes ScaleAuto's latest Inflex chassis system. It comes with adjustable front axle ride height, floating bodywork system, redesigned front guide and a high-powered magnet. The angle winder motor revs to 20,000 RPM. And its rear wheels are made of genuine lightweight aluminium. Which leaves just one question: how fast does it go round a professional track? Well, let's find out. Time to hand the car to Richard Gardner. He's been club racing for over 50 years and has even won races using a slot Arctic truck. So what does he think of the ScaleAuto CR7?
Everything is tight. So the body mounts are tight, the motor pod is tight. There's no play at all in the front axle, not you want it anyway. It's a sprung guide, which a lot of people don't like.
Why don't they like the sprung guide? Why is that?
It tends to bounce and chatter.
Okay.
Down the circuit. So a lot of people would want to put a screw in the top of the guide, or a different guide with a screw in the top, so it's held in that position there. They are aluminium wheels on the back and plastic on the front.
Yeah.
They're what they call solid wheels.
Okay, as opposed to
air wheels,
and
which
what
have
are air wheels?
They have a wall there and a wall there,
Yeah.
and the rubber sits across the two walls.
Oh, I see.
So
okay.
there's an air gap.
There's an air gap. So on this one,
well, with the air tyres, they actually grow a little bit as you go faster.
Right. Okay.
So on a good straight, the tyres actually grow, a bigger tyre makes you go quicker.
Right. Okay.
Whether they're true or not, no, they're not.
They're not true.
No,
okay.
that one's going up and down like a yo-yo. Concentricity of that is way out.
Right.
Which is the problem with plastic wheels. Once you take a plastic wheel off, it ain't going to go back on very well. Ideally, you'd want to put some aluminium wheels on it and zero grip.
So we want ideally aluminium on the front as well.
Aluminium on the front and zero grip tyres. But the finish of it is lovely.
Yeah.
It really is nice. I mean, the detail of it's almost too good.
Right.
We race
too
hard.
Good to
We race hard.
Yeah.
These do race hard. They're very good race cars.
Yeah. But the detailing it's going to get damaged, isn't it? Those very slight, very fine wing mirrors, they're going to come off, aren't they? They're going to get.
No, they're not bad because they're flexible.
Oh, I see. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
they've learnt
to make them
to put flexible ones on it. Well, it would probably take quite a serious shunt to dislodge that.
Yeah.
These are substantially thick enough to.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a nice looking car.
What would you give it out of 10? Do you think on initial looks? Just on the looks and
initial looks. Personally, I love it. I'd be on a 9.5 there.
9.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. On the looks, and what about the actual way it's made? What do you think out of 10?
It looks good.
So 20,000 is the
slowest or the
slowest grade.
It's the torque and the revs that you look at.
What would you consider to be a high speed motor in one of these?
If you put a 30 thou in it, that might even be too much.
Right.
It just depends. It depends how you'd set your controller, what sort of circuit it is, how you gear it.
Absolutely.
It's not just
So
down
there's
to
a lot
the
of
revs.
factors.
A
Right,
lot of it's
right.
down to the torque rather than the revs.
And there's a very powerful magnet in there. Very
It wouldn't help on a wooden track though, would
No, no, that's true. So if you put it on a wooden track, that's a very, very good point.
Yeah.
It isn't going to make a lot of difference.
Most of the racing that we do,
Yeah.
most of the racing that, well, we say most.
So it's braided wood, isn't it? It's wood with braiding. So
Yes.
so that's not going to help that at all.
Not-
So on this track, we're not going to get any magnetic benefits
Oh, no.
at all.
No.
What are you doing now?
Okay, on these, it's typical two-speed controller, where you've got so many settings, and rather than literally go blind into it, I'll pick something which is a bit close and then tweak it to suit when I'm actually driving it.
So this box allows you to tweak the settings of the controller that you're going to use to
Yeah.
control that car around the track.
Yeah, that is basically the start speed. So as soon as you squeeze the trigger, that is the speed that your initial takeoff is.
Yeah.
That's your top speed, which is self-explanatory. That one is the amount you accelerate.
Right.
So if you're going a bit too quick off the corners, you'll turn either of these down, possibly the start speed.
Okay.
That is basically the amount of brake you're putting on,
Yeah.
and that is the amount of time the brake is held on for.
So what you're doing here is giving the tyres a bit of a
clean.
clean. This helps with the grip, does it?
Well, yeah, because you're riding on dust, so you're just skating around on the dust.
Right. Okay.
Now, they feel a bit softer and stickier already.
You'd be looking for
Down
under
to-
10
Oh,
seconds
absolutely, yes.
around this
Really.
track.
9192.
Even though it's fresh from the box?
Yeah.
Or,
Oh, no.
Right.
When the tyres are sorted.
yeah. Then you'd be looking at
9192.
992. Right. So that would be an ideal score that you'd
Yeah.
expect once it's been sorted. So the question is, how fast will this car go round Rockingham's track? So, Rich has driven this round the track, 5 laps round the track, and this car did it round Rockingham's track. The fastest lap was 11.676 to be absolutely precise.
Yeah.
So this car went round Rockingham's track in 11.6 seconds.
Straight out the box.
And that's straight out the box, no mods. Now, having tested the car straight out of the box, Richard was really keen to see just how much of an improvement he could make to the car's performance by simply making some very, very quick modifications to it.
Yep.
What have you done to this car to make it hopefully go faster?
All I've done, I put some NSR tyres, Ultras on the back, similar size, just what I've got with me.
So, new set of tyres.
I've backed off by about 3/4 of a turn the 4 pod mountings,
Right.
so you've got a little bit of movement.
Yeah.
And I've added a tiny little bit of weight just behind the front mounting.
A little bit of weight to the front.
Just
so
a
to
little
give
bit.
it more front heavy weight.
This guide isn't helping.
Right.
It's lifting. Because
Okay.
you've got more grip, it's
Yeah.
lifting.
The question is, will changing the tyres and adding a little bit more weight make this car go faster
I hope so,
round
yeah.
our track? Let's hope so. We're going to give it a try. So we've taken the car round the track,
Yeah.
5 more laps
Yeah.
with the modifications, and with those mods, now the original time was 11.6,
Yeah,
so
something like that,
11.6, and then with the modifications, Richard has done it in
9.64.
9.64 seconds. So
2
that's
seconds
a
quicker.
whopping 2 seconds shaved off the time,
Just by changing the tyres,
changing
basically.
the tyres, and putting a little bit of weight in the
Yeah.
middle there.
Yeah.
So there you
Yeah.
go. So out of the box.
Out of the box, it's a bit rough on the track, and it's all down to the tyres and wheels. They really need some work on them. Wheels, fine. They need some better tyres. I don't know what compound they are, but I'd suggest NSR or True, something like that. Glue them on, true them to size, and go from there. Put a little bit of a rounded edge on them as well, and give them a bit of an oiling.
Yeah.
Front wheels, definitely put some metal front wheels on rather than the plastics, and glue on zero grip tyres and true them.
Right.
And sort that guide out. The sprung guide, unfortunately, you're not going to rally that. You know, on a rally circuit it might be all right,
Yeah.
but on a race circuit,
You don't need it.
no.